Well, just gonna do a quick video clip here. I went to Subaru and I got replacements for the release bearing clips here, and also the clutch fork clip, just because they were cheap enough. So I'm actually gonna do a little drive-by. There's a few neat Subarus in the back, so I'll get those on the way out, and then this will probably go into the beginning of the video. And I guess probably what's going to happen in this video is finishing assembling the motor, putting these clips on, and then the motor should be ready to go back in the car. So that'll be pretty neat. It should be done sometime this week, and we'll have the first test drive.
KA alert.
Seems to be a trend that I'm starting these videos under the car. We got a lot done yesterday after I stopped recording. I just finished bolting the carrier bearing in with the correct size bolts. Drive shaft is installed. Yeah, I mean, it's getting there. Today it'll be back on the ground, so that means I gotta put the exhaust on, the heat shields and stuff, and yeah, I'll go from there. Those still need to be torqued, but I've put them on enough that I can put the wheels on. I'll pop out the center caps and torque those to spec. Engine is just about ready to be put back together, so I'll be working on that today. I'm also going to be working on the wiring for the transmission. We've got all of the transmission plugs right here, and the old inhibitor switch harness, which gives us the reverse lights and neutral safety switch. And on the interior, chill, it's just a truck. On the interior, it is completely back together. I've got the shift boot and knob installed, so I'll hop in here for a second. My goal here was to have this looking as factory as possible. So aside from a better shift knob, which I still wanted to go with a low-key style, so it's just red lettering and like a gunmetal gray color. Feels quite nice though. I definitely like it. I have to put that back on. That's my test mode key for when I reflash the ECU. Yeah, it's all back together inside. So, yeah. I think right now what I'm gonna do is just start working on the exhaust, maybe some sway bar stuff. This still needs to be bolted on. And then put the heat shields on and put the wheels back on, and it will be back on the ground finally. So I'll be able to roll it. Not that it really has anywhere to go right now, but that's the progress. Well, it's that time in the rebuild where we bolt the new head stack down, or the rebuilt heads anyways. I haven't torqued any of these, I've just run them down. I cleaned the surface of the block and the head, and I guess it's time to just do this and see what happens. This will be my first time ever torquing down Subaru heads, so hopefully I don't screw this up and it immediately leaks. That would be sad. Well, both heads are on and torqued down now, so hopefully I did it right. I was following the service manual, using this torque wrench and a breaker bar for the degrees. Yeah, I'm just really hoping that it ends up working out. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yeah. So that's all done now. Now I can finish reassembling the engine, torque these back on, timing kit, the intake manifold, etc. And then it will be ready to go back in the car. And still gotta deal with wiring. I haven't gotten that far yet. I did get the slave cylinder put on though. Bolted to the factory mounting location with the factory hard lines, and yeah, trying to make it look as factory as possible. Clutch fork, throw up bearing, it's all coming together. This thing will be back on the road before I even know it. All right, back to work. All right, well, both heads are back on. I may have already mentioned that though. We got the timing kit put on. I guess I didn't record that at all. I've got my friend Zane here helping me.
What's up?
He's in the process of rebuilding a WRX hatch. It's almost done. These are gonna be done just about at the same time. So
I started mine about 6 months ago.
yeah, I started mine at the beginning of the month, so I'm doing a little bit better. But you also had much more limited funds and time. So anyways, this is almost put back together and ready to go in the car. We still have to put the clutch on and all that, but I'll figure that out when the time comes. I've cleaned a path, I've cleaned under the car. All the wheels are back on. I'm going to put it on the ground and torque the axle nuts, and then I'm gonna roll it outside for the first time in 3 weeks, I think. So that's pretty much it. I may get the engine finished tonight, and then it can go back in the car. Maybe this weekend, I'm not sure. Still haven't done the wiring, still procrastinating that, but I'll get there eventually. Well, I'm calling it for tonight. I got the intake manifold and AC compressor back on. I replaced the fuel pressure regulator, and yeah, this is ready to go back in the car, just about. No, it is ready to go back in the car. Oh, well, no, the clutch stuff, I still have to do that. Next time I'm here, I'll lower the car down, roll it out, and just clean up. I'll also pressure wash the engine bay. That's gonna be it though. Once again, got a lot done. Very, very close to this car driving out of here. It's an exciting moment. Freshly rebuilt EJ.